Hi, my name's Ben from Integrated Therapy and Recovery, and today I'm going to be talking about sobriety challenges as they relate to sexual addiction. And sobriety challenges are aspects in people's lives that make recovery more challenging. And if they're not recognized and understood, then it becomes really hard to sustain recovery. So we're going to get into what these are and talk a little bit about how we can work through some of these challenges so that they don't limit us in our life. So sobriety challenges are psychological and emotional tendencies that a person maintains, which makes it difficult to achieve sobriety. My name's Benjamin Raskin. I am an associate marriage family therapist at Integrated Therapy and Recovery, and I'm focused on treating individuals struggling with pornography and sexual addiction. So if you need support with this, if you have any questions or someone you know might be struggling with this, feel free to share my information. I can offer a 15-minute free consultation to teach you about our process for treating this issue. And yeah, I'm here to support the community. So thanks for checking out the video, and I hope it's helpful for you. If you have any requests for any additional content or have any questions, feel free to comment or send me an email. So are sobriety challenges negative core beliefs? Not exactly. Sobriety challenges are often based on a series of deep-rooted beliefs that a person has about themselves, the world, which interfere with their ability to achieve sobriety. So these are kind of just emotional tendencies that we have relating to how we view the world, how we view ourselves, how we get our needs met, what's important, what's not important, how we prioritize. There's a lot of aspects that relate to sobriety challenges. So hopefully by the end of this video, you'll get a bit more of an understanding about what they are and whether or not it's something that is getting in the way of your sobriety and recovery. So why is it important to learn about sobriety challenges? Well, because awareness helps us stay in the driver's seat. When we can't necessarily just remove these challenges, but if we're aware of our tendencies and how they affect us, and how our emotional state is impacted by these tendencies and how that might make us vulnerable, then we can recognize these processes as they're happening and to try to step back and take steps to try to help ourselves so that we don't fall into the same patterns of behavior that so many individuals struggle with compulsive sexual types of behavior. So it's important to develop an awareness of your specific sobriety challenges and your tendencies relating to them. When you can identify them, understand their impact on your life, and learn where they come from, you can improve your chances of a successful recovery. So the first step is recognizing that there are these things called sobriety challenges based on a lot of research working with tons of individuals struggling with sexual addiction. And they can go through the process, get to 90 days of sobriety. They can achieve, recovery in a sense. But the difference between those who actually sustained their recovery and those who had a lot of struggle and a lot of relapse and slips, it's those who addressed their sobriety challenges. So let's learn about some of them. One of a real common one, distorted achievement. So there's two sides to this sobriety challenge of distorted achievement. There's the underachieving despair and overachieving depletion and chaos. So how this looks for an individual struggling with sexual addiction is they understand that their life's falling apart. They understand that their relationships are in crisis. They understand that they are coping with stress in these unhealthy ways, and they understand a bit about what their triggers are. They understand their process and kind of what their rituals are around their compulsive sexual behavior. But so we can get them to, a certain level of recovery just by using those practical kind of tools like the PCI, the 3 circles, and working with them through the program. But there are still kind of deep-rooted tendencies that relate to our ability to maintain stability in our lives, that if we're not aware of them, we can become vulnerable. So if you know that deep down you're feeling like you're a failure, you feel like you're just constantly comparing yourself to other people, you're getting triggered by things you see, things are reminding you that you feel like you're not good enough, and you're this kind of inner dialogue of just feeling like you failed in life. This is going to make it really hard for you to recover, because part of your addiction is probably contributed to by that deep feeling of failure. So when you go into that place, I might as well just, act out again because I'm already a failure. You can get a sense for how these sobriety challenges can play a role in the occurrence of slips and the ability to maintain recovery. The other end is overachieving depletion and chaos. So this is these people who feel like they're never good enough, but it's leading them to an overwhelming amount of effort that is not sustainable. And it is leading to problems in their relationship. It's leading to overexhaustion. And with that experience of dysregulation and overexhaustion, it becomes very easy to try to look for quick kind of temporary fixes, as with many addictions. So if you're in a place where you're just on one end or the other, until you get this addressed and learn what is a healthy balance in your life that's going to be sustainable, so that you can have stability, then it's going to be really difficult for you to achieve a full recovery. So views and habits relating to our self-worth and deep-rooted feelings of deficiencies can interfere with recovery. And sobriety challenges can be resolved in therapy with a therapist. So some of the other sobriety challenges: incomplete relationships, distorted affect, compromised self-image, lack of accountability, problematic self-care, impaired conscience, faulty realism, limited self-awareness. So these are some of them. That 10-minute meditation is not one. That's a typo. So just ignore that one. But when we start to get vulnerable and are at risk for a relapse, we can notice this vulnerability with small changes in our daily behaviors. Tracking these helps us to stay aware. So you can start to kind of notice when you are being challenged, like the compromised self-image. If you have deep-rooted feelings that you are ugly and you're not accepting yourself, and you have self-hatred relating to your body image, that is going to get in the way of sustaining a recovery. So these are all kind of these core beliefs, core tendencies that once you can get them addressed, then you're going to be in a good place to be able to sustain a recovery. So I hope that this was helpful. This was just kind of touching the surface on what these sobriety challenges are. If you have any questions about this, you can email me. You can also call me if you want to set up a free consultation, or I can work with you on your journey of recovery from pornography and sexual addiction. So I hope this video was helpful. Let me know in the comments if there's any other information that you'd like me to create a video about. But until then, good luck, and I'll see you at the next one. Bye.